Welcome back to another episode of the Minnesota Vikings franchise. So far, Season 3, Week 8. Home game against the Green Bay Packers, what we're going to be doing today. So far, we've won 2 Super Bowls. We're going pretty strong, actually, this season. Despite having lost a few key players, Brian O'Neill, TJ Hawkinson, we just moved them on. It was time to clear some space here. And I'm actually liking what I'm seeing. I hope you're doing that as well. If you are, please drop me a like and subscribe. It just means a lot to me. And I did snag some players out of free agency, players like James Cook here, and I can actually see myself slotting him into the team right now, maybe even ahead of a player like Devon Shane. Maybe we've got him on the team. It's not Dalvin Cook, but an 86 rated Devon Shane here. I think that we need to offer him a good deal, because he is actually pretty good. And if we were to lose Alexander Mattison at some point in time, then that could be a good backup. For the moment, I will not be negotiating with any players right now. I will look at Darnell Washington's situation. I might give him a better deal here. But to be honest, I'm not that keen on overpaying him. He is super solid. Yes, he's 23 and 81 rated, so that actually is pretty good. Yeah, bigger offer. So we can try, we can keep doing this. This week we could offer something to Marcus Davenport, which we're not going to do. We could offer something to Tyson Huntington, something that I'm very much on the fence about. He's 23 and 80 overall. He's looking pretty good in terms of his core attributes. You know, his physicals are very good. But overall, I'm not really sure if this is the way I want to go. Devon Shane, certainly a player that we should at least take a look at. I also feel like we could get him pretty cheaply, so I'm gonna give him 3 mil here and 1.5 here, and he also needs a bigger offer. So there we go. Things are heating up a little bit on the negotiation side of things. Tyson Huntington, again, as a cornerback, we're gonna keep him this year, and after that I will be giving this a good hard long thought. There's no player currently that we need to negotiate with that we could replace, but I just sort of, I like what I see here, so there we go. As far as the mock draft goes, we've got quite a few players being touted here. You can just look at the ones that you know. We are linked with Walter Nolan, a D-tackle, certainly a position that I would never ever draft at the moment. We just don't need a player there. I could see myself going for a tight end probably, maybe even going for one of the other positions, maybe an outside linebacker or something like that, but definitely not a D-tackle. This is not a position that we have a big need. The 2025 class not that hot at the moment, at least not looking that hot. The Scouting National Focus going to delegate that, and going to be checking out the Green Bay Packers. Now, yeah, let's just see who we're going to be facing. All right, so Brendel Richardson, a familiar face here, 2385. We've got Hunter Helm, we've got Jake Garcia. Running backs, Aaron Jones, Michael Carr. Just skimming through this if there's any new additions, but it doesn't look like it. Also not looking like any major injuries. KJ Osborne is here, former player of ours. Tyler Higbee, Noah Gray, another former player, and Theo Johnson. As you can see, there's no injury here to be seen. No injury far and wide. Lucas Van Ness, Devonta Wyatt. We've got Kenny Clark going to be coming out as Rashawn Gary. Nasty Quay Walker. Rodney Mackey. We managed to beat them in the first game, so Keely Ringo is out. All right, that's an injury. Managed to beat them in the first game, and Adrian Amos is out as well, so Jamaris Davis the third will be taking over. Kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn and Jake Moody. They've got two. Presley Harvin the third is the punter. It was a close one. It was an away game, and now we're going to be playing a home game, so that should help us here. Deciding the weekly strategy, you know, never change a working system. We're going to try and limit the QB. I think that is the best bet that we have to really get anything done here. I also think that we're currently at the trade deadline, so we would really have to think long and hard if there's any players here that we do want to keep around for longer, or players that we want to trade right now because we don't want to keep them around for longer. In the end, this is basically the idea, of course. Maybe we'll take a look after training. Byron Murphy Jr. again with an injury, a PCL sprain. I think that's a 1 week injury, or is it going to be 3 or 4 weeks? We're going to take a look at that immediately now. In the injury report, apart from that, no other injury. So that is a big deal. That is good. But what about those players that we're going to be missing? All right, Byron Murphy Jr. 1 week, that's okay. Evan Neal 2 more weeks, that is also okay. I can work with that. All right, let's go. Upgrade players. Time to do that. We're also going to be taking a look at the staff upgrades. Is there anything that we want to upgrade? Something that we might want to get to help us out a little bit? I don't think so. I think we can only do reveals or something like that, which is okay-ish, but certainly not exactly what you're sort of hoping for. Marcus Davenport, again, I like him. I think he's a good player, but compared to what we drafted, compared to what we have, compared to what we would have to pay for him, not really feeling this one. Adetomiwa Adebawore, free agent that we picked up. And we have so many D tackles, so that I'm just really not seeing the point in keeping any of these players around. And I'm just very happy that we have Kerem on the team now, that we don't have to go with Jaron Hall as our starting QB. That could be tricky, right? So let's take a look at the talent tree here. We've got everything upgraded. What is this down here? Can we reset one talent tree? Around no interest in that. What is this down here? Slow ratings regression for 1 season for 1 position. All right, that's interesting. All of these are fully upgraded and unlocked. Same goes for the defense coordinator. What about player personnel? Mentors wanted 5% trade discount, draft day, willing and dealing. Yeah, contracts. Let's take a look at this one here. Increased likelihood of offensive lineman side through free agency. Yeah. Well, all of these are nice and all, but, you know, are they really what we need? Halfbacks for fullbacks. I think we need to get all of these upgraded to get down here. And the free agency is okay, but it's not really where we stand right now. In the other franchise where I only went with free agency, this was a major factor, of course, but right now it isn't. That said and done, let's head into the game, guys. Another home game this week. US Bank Stadium is where the Green Bay Packers are going to be visiting. And let's see how this game is going to play out. Brendan Richardson is a player that we know, of course, a player that we have come to fear, I would like to say. Probably not as much. Probably fear is a little bit of a big word here, but he's certainly a very solid QB. He did regress down to his startup trait. That can always happen. But the attributes are there, and he's just really solid. All the other players, especially on the defensive side, really solid players. And we know that because we've encountered them quite a few times already. And it's always been pretty rough for us. We managed to get a win at the beginning of the season here against this team. But it's today that counts. The past is in the past. Is that this remind? I think my daughters used to hear this one. The past is in the past. Is that Frozen? Oh, Jesus Christ. I heard that song so often. I still have PTSD. Oh my God, throw it away. Yeah, and here comes the PTSD. And we lose 16 yards because I'm thinking of song lyrics and not concentrating. God damn it. Thank you, Elsa, for nothing. But number 58, number 71, getting completely manhandled here. There we go. I'd like to get Justin Jefferson because we need to break away here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that was probably a little bit easier. I think Eric Stokes didn't expect us to go for that one. It was just one player in coverage. The chant sometimes sounds a little bit slow, doesn't it? It's like, here we go, Vikings, here we go. Shouldn't it be a little bit quicker? But whatever. All right, Devon Shane, left-hand side run. It's an 86 rated 23-year-old running back. I know it doesn't say much because running backs, there's like so many running backs in the game. But nevertheless. Yeah, that's inaccurate. Stepping backwards probably not the best idea. 3rd and 5. But the midline backers are just not moving. They're not moving, and that is a problem. I need a block. There we go. Kenny Clark giving chase here. 4th and 2. I'm not going to be giving that one away. We're not going to be punting. I want to get those 2 yards. Jackrabbit. And Alexander Mattison. We step across. A lot of obstacles here. It's hard to not get caught up here. Let's go. Slip screen right hand side. We're going to test this side. The left hand side pretty solid. Game day factors well rested. No X factors. We've got quite a few, so we should be doing well here. I had to go straight into it here. 2nd and 5. A curl is what we're going to be setting up. And Nigel Sowell is going to be the player I will be looking for. Psych! Jordan Addison. Dragged down by number 1, that's Davidson. Probably pissed because I completely went for another player. And then highlighted Justin Jefferson's my safety. We've got McKenzie, we've got Addison. There we go. And football can be easy. It can be very, very easy. Wide trail. Jordan Addison, Nate McKenzie. And I'm still looking at the player, and again I get sacked. That's Lawson. It's just a straight line that is running. A straight line, we're 20 yards out. And there we go. Need to break through. Couldn't get there. The secondary was just making the space very, very tight. Very tight spaces. We're going to have 2 blitzers, so I hope Sowell gets through. Maybe Jefferson gets through. Well, Caleb Williams on the run. There we go. My field goal kicking is getting worse. My field goal kicking is getting worse. Why is it getting worse? Can someone explain? Defense does hold them, which is a big relief, but we're not playing well at the moment. Caleb Williams, come on, man. And there we go. Darnell Washington. I like to keep him around. On the other hand, I think that we can snag him in free agency again. I don't think that he's going to be a player that will be gone day one. It's usually other players that get called here. So off we go. Alexander Mattison. Let's get some space here. And who's number 70? That's Ezra Cleveland. Why can't he hold on to his player? And I don't mean holding in a way that it's an offense, but in a way that that's Jair Alexander, number 23. Felt like it was a good route, but it wasn't. So let's reshuffle here. Right hand side run, Devon Shane. Gonna try and get those 3 yards now. Good block. Oh my god, there's a player. Didn't see him. And Ezra Cleveland. Another player with an injury on our offensive line. Post wheel drag. Let's just keep going here. Nigel Sowell, I like that route. It usually works quite well. I bet you it's not going to work today. Well, it actually does. There we go. 3 players stopping Sowell's advance here. Double slants. 1st and 10. Nigel Sowell, Justin Jefferson. Here we go. And he holds onto the ball. Fantastic. Jordan Addison. Rashawn Gary. Does this look like an injury? Oh my lord. All right, so Zion Nelson, our rookie, gets his first snaps as an offensive lineman now. Oh my god. On the left side. The left side collapses very, very quickly. Press the wrong button. Let's just take a look at the offensive line here. All right, we've got Christian Darius. I thought he was out with an injury. Apparently not. Ezra Cleveland. All right, so this is going to be Zion Nelson, Amarius Mims, Ed Ingram, and Darnell. Oh no, Evan Neal is out. Okay. All right, so we've got the players in position. For the most part, we're looking solid. I think we're going to have to go with these short runs. Short route runs. Pass is live. Devon Shane goes through. And he gets forward with the stiff arm. 3rd and inches now. As we move ahead. And you know, one might say it's slow going. Still 0-0. Oh, I was clicking desperately to get going. Didn't happen though. Spot smash. And we're certainly not going to take that. Halfback zone weak. Off we go. Readjust. Let's go. Alright, we're dragged down. I think that's Clark, yeah. But 1st and 10. Not to worry. We're inside the 2-minute drill now. Let's get Alexander Madison going around the left-hand side here. Oh, they're setting up in an overwatch pattern. Oh my god! How did number 93 get so close? So quickly. Such a big dude, but very quick apparently. Darnell Washington, Justin Jefferson. Jesus Christ, that was an immediate sack. 3rd and 4. Devon Shane, come on, man. Oh my god. 4th and 1. Timeout called. 44 seconds. Interesting choice here by the Packers. I think they think that we're going to go for a field goal, but we're not. Not at 4th and 1, guys. Fullback dive. Come on, Kareem. Come on, Kareem. 1st down. We move the chains. And we push forward. Let's go with the curl Ohio here. 30 seconds. Inside zone. Adjustment. Alexander Madison. There we go. Let's go. 53. I need a block. Zion Nelson. I would have needed a block. 19 seconds left. 3 yards to cover. 0-0. Nothing and nothing. So which one do we like? Which one do I like? Let's try the 4 verticals. Alexander Madison should get inside. Go through, man. For crying out loud. For crying out loud, he gets stuck on a player. I could go crazy at times. Seriously, this is really, really infuriating. Jesus Christ. And that's a flag. Is that a holding offense at least? I would love that. I would love that as Nate McKenzie gets inside. That's interference. Defense. All right. So we're going to decline the penalty. We're going to accept the touchdown. 10 seconds. And here we go. Second half. And the Packers retaliate very, very quickly. Back inside zone in the third quarter. And we are doing a little worse against these teams here in the second season half. I mean, we're still not really in the second season half, but we're closing in on that. Sowell, Addison, Jefferson, McKenzie. Everybody going left except for McKenzie, which is exactly what I want to see. Jordan Addison. Not getting there. Halfback slip screen. Let's go with this one here. Madison, come on. Nice. Pushed out of bounds here. Quay Walker, number 7, coming across. It's Caleb Williams getting the ball away before getting ripped to the ground. Inside zone. Spacing. Inside zone. Cross track. Let's go. Oh lordy. That was a quick stop. 2nd and 10. Halfback dive. Alexander Madison, let's go for it. The pushing through is very hard at the moment. Because this team is very, very strong on the ground. 3rd and 9. It's extremely hard finding space. It's extremely hard. Kenzie and Sowell. Push back. 4th and 4. Can we afford to punt? Let's go the bunch drive. Sowell or Madison. We even have Addison as a choice. And why is that so badly thrown? Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, man. No, seriously. Caleb, what the fuck, man? Jesus. It was a very good play. Can't even show you the replay. It was a very good play. It was completely free. And then we kind of get stuck. And the ground game today is an absolute shambles. An absolute shambles. It's not working at all. Why do I have Nate McKenzie again as my starting tight end? I want to see Darnell Washington. I want to see what he can do here. Jesus on a stick. There's just hardly any clear spacing going on. 3rd and 3. You can't really identify any gaps ahead of time. Inside zone, gonna go left with Alexander Madison here. 53, I need a block. 4th and 1. Does it have to be this hard? Or are we making it hard? But the Packers are almost harder to beat away. And there we go. I could have gone for a fake field goal, fullback thingy. Cross drag time. Addison has a perfect route. If he gets around those players and gets free, this is going to be gigantic. Darnell Washington. Quick stop, 3 yards only. And that is Quay Walker. Those two midline backers are really making life extremely difficult for us today. The coverage is very good. Just take a look at that. They've got 4 up front. Then they've got the 2 in the middle. That's the midline backers. And then they've got that secondary just waiting to pounce. Look at that. They're absolutely just following along, but we can't even get any separation. 2-minute warning. And the Packers are ahead. I don't get it. I really don't get what the problem is that we're having at the moment. Number 1 is on Justin Jefferson in a flash. That's Davidson. He's been extremely good all game. All game long. Let's go with another flood. Maybe we can hit Justin Jefferson this time because they are lining up a little bit tighter. Yes, there we go. Yes, we can. Push out of bounds here. No collision with Sowell this time. And Justin Jefferson shows us his quality. Jumping past the defensive player. Again, it's number 1. It's Davidson. He's been there all game long. Inside zone, left-hand side. Here we go. We have to be clever about this. Because if we mess things up here... Oh, Madison, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 3 yards. Verts halfback under. We want to waste time, but we want to waste enough time, and we want to waste it in a clever manner. There we go. Stepping out at the 2-yard line. I could have gone in probably, but I wanted to try and, yeah, not do that. All right, gonna call a timeout. Gonna call a timeout. So, we're gonna go with this here. I'm gonna try and be clever here, and I don't hope. I hope I don't mess this up completely. All right, we're gonna get the clock running. Just like that. Just like that. We're gonna get the clock running. So. Halfback quick base. 3 yards. This is what we need to bridge. And at below 30 seconds, I'm gonna go run. Oh my God! And we get pushed back. This serves me right. This serves me right for trying to be extremely clever here. Jesus Christ, man. What a horrible, horrible time we're having. Inside zone. Let's adjust. Right-hand side run. Alexander Madison. We're going to try and go around the right-hand side here. Can we push inside? We can't push inside. We're at the 2-yard line again. It's 4th and goal. If we get this, we win. If we don't get this, we lose. And I don't want to equalize. I don't want to equalize. I want to get the win here. Are you kidding me, guys? Fullback dive. .22 needle. Oh my Lord. We're pushed back. We drop back into the end zone. And I do hope we don't get a replay because that was a little bit embarrassing. Going forward here, trying to block us, and we're sort of dropping onto our bums inside. Because I wasn't going to get inside that way. But he sort of turns around and drops inside. And because we do that, we get the win. There we go. 14 versus 10. A low-scoring game. A low-scoring game, but a good one. We get the win. Caleb Williams. And again, I have to say, the Packers, never to be taken lightly. 103.1 for Caleb Williams. 1 touchdown, 203 yards, 72% completion rate. Pretty good here. The ground game, you can see it. It didn't work at all. 38 yards, 12 yards, 11 yards. That's it. Caleb Williams even losing one, but that was the kneel. On the receiving side, Justin Jefferson was pretty good, 81 yards. Addison. Again, they really dominated us here. They were very tough to break. Christian Darrisaw allowed a sack, 2 for David Bakhtiari. Kenneth Murray Jr., solo tackle leader, total tackle leader, Darnell Savage. 2 tackles for loss by Devonta Wyatt. 1 sack for Andre Carter, 1 sack for Marcus Davenport, 1 sack for Deontay Lawson, and half a sack for Rashawn Gary and Devonta Wyatt. And by the way, no interceptions today. And we keep marching. 7-1. The Vikings still atop the NFC North. Another win here next week, week 9. We're going to be playing the LA Rams. And this is the last week of the trade deadline. I think next week it's going to be over. And basically the question is, do we want to trade players away that we could sign or should sign? And the answer, to be honest, is going to be no. I don't want to be trading any of these players. We're going to try and work out deals with them here, especially Darnell Washington, Devon Shane, 2 players that I'd really like to keep around. Tyson Huntington, yeah, doesn't matter. Marcus Davenport, doesn't matter. Ryan Wright and Steve Avila. If we can get them going, then that would be fine. If not, then so be it. Hope you enjoyed today's game. It was a little bit slow at times, but overall, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop me a like and subscribe. Just means a lot to me. And as always, guys, thank you so much for being here, and see you next time.